Motorsport TV Live, brought to you by Motorsport Tickets, the dedicated motorsport experiences provider.
Hello and welcome to Motorsport TV Live. I'm Chris McCarthy with all the latest from the world of motorsport. Francesco Bagnaia dominates in Portugal. WTCR title within reach for Jan Ehrlacher. And Nicolas Lapierre tops WEC end of season rookie test. That's all to come here on Motorsport TV Live. Starting with some two-wheel news, and Francesco Bagnaia dominated the Algarve Grand Prix to win the MotoGP Constructors' Championship for Ducati as the race was red flagged on the penultimate lap for a crash. A heavy collision between Iker Lecuona and Miguel Oliveira at turn 13 would see Oliveira being stretchered off the circuit at his home race, though both riders were seen on camera as being conscious shortly afterwards. Ducati's Bagnaia led the 25-lap race for all but a few hundred metres to claim his third win of the campaign, while world champion Fabio Quartararo crashed out late on after a tricky race for the Yamaha rider. Coming home in second was Juan Mir to take his second podium of the season, whilst Jack Miller secured his first podium since Barcelona back in June to help Ducati secure the title. Moving on to Moto 2, and Remy Gardner has closed in on the world title after seeing off championship rival Raul Fernandez to win the Algarve Grand Prix. The Australian dropped as low as third in the early stages of the race before making the most of his hard tyre pace advantage to pick off Marco Bezzecchi and Fernandez to claim the lead with 10 of the 23 laps remaining. Gardner, the son of 1987 500cc motorcycle world champion Wayne, was unable to shake off his teammate until the closing laps to claim a comfortable fifth win of the season. Leopard Racing has slammed Darryn Binder for throwing away our hard work in Moto 3 after he wiped out 2021 title hopeful Dennis Foggia in the Algarve Grand Prix. Foggia came into the race 21 points down on long-time championship leader Pedro Acosta and had spent much of the Portugal Moto 3 race in the lead. Acosta overtook Foggia on the last lap into turn 3, which would have been enough to secure the IO KTM rider the championship if Foggia couldn't find a way back through. However, Binder outbraked himself behind Foggia, trying to overtake third place Sergio Garcia, and clattered into Foggia, with Aspar's Garcia also taken down in the incident. This ended Foggia's title hopes, with Acosta crowned the first rookie lightweight class champion since 1990. Writing on social media, Leopard Racing said, "We didn't want Darryn Binder's presence at the box because it is obvious that after deciding Dennis Foggia's chances in the fight for the championship, it should be reasonable to think that the moment wasn't the right one. Darryn Binder has thrown away all the effort and hard work of our team this year." Well, there's plenty more to come here on Motorsport TV Live. Don't go anywhere. WEC news now, and Glickenhaus will only be permitted to return to the World Endurance Championship next year if it commits to entering and racing one of its Le Mans hypercars in every race. WEC CEO Frédéric Lequin made the vow in the wake of multiple public comments from Mark boss Jim Glickenhaus that he only wants to contest a limited programme in 2022 after opting out of the series following the Le Mans 24-hour this year. Lequin told Motorsport.com that the American entrant will be required to race at least one car for all the season. That is very clear. "We don't want to sound pretentious, but we are an FIA World Championship, which means we have to follow rules," he said. Also, for the other competitors, it is fair that he competes in all the rounds. Lapierre explained that any second entry from Glickenhaus for regular WEC rounds or Le Mans in June would be assessed by the relevant selection committees. Alpine driver Nicolas Lapierre has topped the FIA World Endurance Championships end-of-season rookie test in Bahrain as rally legend Sébastien Ogier completed his first outing in a hypercar with Toyota. Lapierre clocked a time of 1 minute 48.7 seconds aboard the number 36 car during the early hours of the day, beating newly crowned champion Mike Conway in the number 7 Toyota. Bahrain 8 Hours winner Sebastian Buemi was the only driver in the top class to improve on his time in the 3-hour afternoon session, ending up third fastest with a flying lap just over 1 minute 49. And finally, Jan Ehrlacher has one hand on a second consecutive World Touring Car Cup after scoring a convincing victory from pole position at Ogier in Italy. The Frenchman drove conservatively to 11th in the partially reversed grid race 1, but led all the way in race 2 following his maximum points haul during qualifying on Saturday. The result leaves Ehrlacher with a huge 35-point lead over Frederick Vervisch, who rose from 4th to 2nd in the standings in Ogier, with just the final rounds of the season to come at Sochi in Russia on November 27th and 28th. Well, that's all for now. I'm Chris McCarthy. Join us again here on Motorsport TV Live for all the latest news from the world of motorsport. Bye for now.